Every December, York becomes one of the most photographed cities in Britain, and most of that attention goes to the Christmas market. But here's the real truth about York at Christmas time. Most of the magic, it doesn't happen in the stalls. It's out here in the streets that haven't changed in centuries. It's in the pubs that are older than, let's face it, most countries these days. It's in the ghost stories that feel strangely more alive in winter. So today I'm going to take you for a wander through the real York at Christmas. No queues, no mulled wine price shocks, just the heartbeat of an ancient city. Now York in December has this quality that normally you can't fake. The cold sharpens the detail, although today it's actually quite mild. The stone buildings feel heavier, the colours richer, and the sky during winter pale and clean. Although today it's drizzly and grey and overcast. Now on some of the streets, such as Stonegate especially, you can almost imagine the sound of a medieval cart trundling through the streets as it did thousands of years ago. You know, the buildings in York have been through more Christmases than any of us can probably imagine. Before electricity, before cars, before Britain even existed as a country. And yet, once again, here they are, York's buildings for everybody to see, decorated for Christmas, for another winter, looking resplendent in the dark light that we'll see as we wander around this city today. I've found it. Thor's Christmas tent. Viking-themed shelter, fire crackling, and mulled wine waiting for me. It's only just morning, but Viking rules say it's probably too early for mulled wine, but York rules say it's festive season, so all logic is suspended. Oh, fire. I've just been into the Thor's Christmas tent and I was going to get a mulled wine, but to be honest I couldn't stay because it's not that cold and the fire's on and the smoke, it was getting in my eyes. So I've bailed out. We're going to hit a real pub instead. And here's a place that doesn't need tinsel to be festive, the Golden Fleece. A pub documented as early as 1503 and famous for serving spirits in more ways than one. Now this is one of York's most haunted locations. The stories talk of a woman named Lady Alice Peckett, the wife of a former mayor, still walking the corridors. Visitors swear they feel someone brushing past them on the stairs, and staff hear footsteps in the empty rooms above. In daylight, it feels charming. York's Christmas atmosphere takes on a whole new mood. One of the things I love about York at this time of year is how the light changes everything. You know, winter daylight is unforgiving. It exposes every ridge, every crack, every line carved by centuries of weather. It's like the city wears its age proudly. I mean, York Minster always looks impressive, but in December it comes alive. It's magnificent. The low sun, even though we haven't got any today, generally hits the stone at an angle that makes it just look alive. This cathedral, I mean, it's seen over 1,300 Christmases now. Imagine that. Kings crowned, armies defeated, fires, rebuilds, and every year the bells of this magnificent structure still ring out. Yeah, it's not feeling very Christmassy today because the weather's not playing game. It's very grey, overcast, very drizzly at the moment. So I'm getting the camera out as and when I can because the rain apparently will damage this type of camera. It's due to clear over at 2 o'clock and then hopefully we can start having a little bit more Christmassy fun. I mean, one of the amazing things about York is even though you're in the middle of a really busy touristy city, especially this time of year, you can still find green spaces, you can still find peace and serenity away from the hustle and bustle of the Christmas market and York's packed, jostling streets. Just coming out here just to de-stress and de-chill for a few minutes. It's just amazing that you can find this in vibrant and historical, amazing York. Now there are two venues called House of Trembling Madness in York. Both are popular pubs, bars, but they're distinct places with very different vibes and histories. Now one of these Trembling Madness on Lendl is a larger craft beer mansion in a historic Georgian building. It's known for a huge selection of draft beers and a more modern multi-room pub experience with food, themed spaces and even claims of haunted corners. Now, nestled above a medieval beer shop on Stonegate, you will find the original House of Trembling Madness, which occupies a building with roots stretching back to about 1180 AD, part of one of York's earliest Norman houses. Today, its beam timber interiors, uneven floors and quirky taxidermy collection make it feel like a living slice of history, where craft ales and storytellers collide in what feels like a timeless tavern of revelry and rumination. And if you want a taste of medieval Christmas, this is definitely where you go. Now, the House of Trembling Madness, a pub built inside a 12th century building. You walk in and suddenly you're back in a world of, as I've just said, timber beams, animal heads, roaring fires and thick wooden tables. This is Christmas without being overly commercial. It's warm, intimate, full of character. And people have been drinking and telling stories in buildings like this since knights walked past the windows. And depending on which local you ask, one might still wander upstairs. This passage leads to the Old Starre Inn, another contender for York's oldest pub. And like most places in York, the walls have soaked up more history than they can probably hold. During the English Civil War, injured soldiers were brought here for treatment. Some visitors today swear they've seen the ghost of a battlefield surgeon checking on the corner tables. Personally, I think the atmosphere just plays tricks on you. But hey, this is York. Anything's possible. Really appreciate York at Christmas time. You've got to come here and stay until it gets dark, because then you get the full beauty and the full effects of all those twinkling Christmas lights and all these ancient old streets. You can't beat the tradition of these streets. Combined with the Christmas lights, it's a Christmas jewel. Now, most people come to York clearly this time of year for the Christmas market, but they forget that these buildings are the real attraction. Now, take the Shambles that I'm walking through here. It's one of the best preserved medieval shopping streets in the world. Butchers once hung meat from the hooks outside these shops. The gutters ran with blood, and now it's just Christmas lights and cosy shops. Now, if you follow me along the street here, you'll see that the overhanging upper floors were designed to protect meat from the sun. Today, they just make incredible shadows during the daylight in the winter. If walls could talk, York's would never shut up. As the day moves into dusk, York changes yet again. Clifford's tower starts to glow against the deepening blue sky. It's a quiet moment now, but its history is anything but quiet. Kings once ruled from here, executions happened here, fires, sieges, celebrations, and yet on a December evening, it just feels peaceful. A reminder that even the harshest structures soften in winter. Clifford's tower looks peaceful right now at night, but these steps were once climbed by soldiers, prisoners, and men who knew that they might never come back down. Battles were planned here, lives were ended here, And standing here tonight, you realise how thin the line is between history and memory. So as we leave behind Clifford's Tower, no visit to York at Christmas time is complete without visiting the Christmas market. So let's go and see what's going on right now. As the lights fall, the Christmas lights come out, and the market should be in full swing. Ladies, can I have a spiced rum punch, I think? Yeah. Do. You've got to have a mulled wine when you come to York, haven't you? Thank you very much. It's a bit nicer now, it's a bit quieter. Tomorrow's your crazy day, isn't it? Yeah. Manic, is this the last Saturday now?
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday, oh, so you got 2 more to go. Oh yeah, you have to get through tomorrow then.
I know.
Think of the money though.
Exactly.
All right, thank you. Thank you. So that's the real York at Christmas. Not the overpriced stalls, not the crowds, but the ancient buildings, the stories, the pubs, the ghosts, and the atmosphere that's been here far longer than any of us. York has a way of doing this to you. It slows you down, it makes you listen. When you walk these streets in winter, you realise how small your own worries really are. These buildings have stood through wars, fires, plagues, and centuries of human noise, and yet they're still here, quietly watching us pass through. Christmas at its best isn't about buying more things or rushing from place to place. It's about perspective, about remembering that we're just one chapter in a very long story. And places like York remind us of that better than anywhere else. Now as the light fades and the city settles into evening, you feel it, a sense of gratitude for warmth, for history, for time. And maybe that's the real gift this place offers at Christmas. Not spectacle, not excess, just a quiet reminder to slow down, pay attention, and appreciate the moment while we're still here. The older I get, the more I appreciate this version of Christmas. Not the noisy one, the honest one, the one rooted in history, and calm, and gratitude. Merry Christmas from the real York, and thanks for walking with me today. I'll be back on another video really soon.